I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. As highs top out in the 70s this afternoon, even some low 80s over north central Kansas. A cold front ushers in northwest winds gusting up to 40 through this evening, resulting in elevated fire concerns. Behind that cold front, highs tomorrow and Saturday are seasonal in the 60s. Lows dip to around freezing for Saturday morning, possibly some mid-20s in northern areas of Nebraska. As a reach of high pressure builds onto the plains, we'll see highs warm into the mid and upper 70s Sunday and the upper 70s to the mid 80s on Monday. Fire weather concerns increase for Sunday through Tuesday when the humidity drops and winds become gusty. Most locations continue to see highs in the 70s Tuesday, while a cold front drops those highs into the 60s from North Platte to the west. The next chance of rain arriving with the cold front tracking farther southeast Tuesday night through Wednesday. Any rain amounts expected to be very light, right around a quarter inch or less. Highs cool into the 50s for Wednesday. The cooling trend does not last through the long-term forecast. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures still likely to be seasonal to slightly warmer than normal Tuesday through the first 6 days of November. Moisture chances increase with above normal rainfall predicted in Nebraska and Kansas Tuesday through November 6th. Those chances especially high the middle of next week. In the regional drought monitor, all of Nebraska continues to experience some level of drought. It's abnormally dry from Lexington to the southwest and up to Chapel. Coverage of moderate to severe drought increased 5 percentage points to 88% and includes the rest of Nebraska. There are now spots of extreme drought showing up in the northwest corners of Antelope County in the northeast and Sioux County of the northwest panhandle. Kansas saw a 1 percentage point drop to 2% drought-free, which includes locations around Clark County, right along the Oklahoma border in the southwest. Most of southwest Kansas still abnormally dry. Moderate to severe drought coverage increased 10 percentage points to cover 74% of the state and most other areas of Kansas. 2% of Kansas is now in extreme drought, which includes the far southern areas of several southeast counties. Key weather factors affecting the markets include possibly heavy rain next week in the central U.S., Brazil seeing some good rain, and the weather turning drier in Argentina. Many areas of the U.S., including the plains, south and Atlantic coast, remain mostly dry the next 5 days. Parts of the Midwest receive light rain, mostly this late day through tomorrow. Temperatures continue to fluctuate as fast-moving fronts cross the nation. Early next week, a storm moving inland across the western U.S. produces rain and snow. There's still no strong indication on how widespread the coverage of moisture is for the nation's midsection during the middle of next week. The forecast for another storm late next week or weekend also unknown. In central Brazil, wet season rains are benefiting soybean planting and establishment. Planting, though, still running behind as time runs out in about a week. Argentina's forecast is about to turn drier, raising concerns for filling wheat and corn establishment now and soybean planting next month. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.